Today, Samsung reigns supreme as the king of Android smartphones, a global giant that has dominated the market for years. But every legend has an origin story, right? Surprisingly, Android's success didn't start with Samsung. It all began with an underdog duo, HTC and Google. Let's turn back the clock and uncover the forgotten legacy of HTC, the godfather of Android smartphones. Our journey begins in 1981 with Chair Wang, a visionary economist from Taiwan. After earning her degree in the US and cutting her teeth at First International Computer, Wang saw the potential for Taiwan to become a hub for cutting-edge technology. By 1997, she had founded High Tech Computer, HTC, with a mission to create innovative hardware solutions. At the time, HTC was a small company focused on notebook manufacturing, but Wang had bigger dreams. By 1998, HTC pivoted from notebooks to wireless handheld devices, sensing a shift towards mobile computing. This move was bold, given that the mobile market was in its infancy, dominated by giants like Nokia and Motorola. HTC began by making devices for other brands under OEM agreements, silently powering the mobile wave behind the scenes. They were the unknown force behind early Windows Mobile PDAs, setting the stage for something much bigger. As the 2000s approached, HTC's name began circulating among tech insiders for their innovative PDAs, personal digital assistants, and early smartphones. Remember the Palm Pilot era? HTC was quietly making waves with devices like the iPad Pocket PC for Compaq, which gained traction in the enterprise world. These were the precursors to modern smartphones, with styluses, resistive touchscreens, and rudimentary internet access. Peter Chow, a former colleague of Wang, took the helm as CEO in 2004. With Chou's leadership and Wang's strategic vision, HTC began designing devices that were more than just tech. They were tools that could transform daily life. Their mission became clear: to lead the mobile revolution. HTC's early devices ran on Microsoft's Windows Mobile, a clunky operating system that HTC managed to polish with its custom TouchFlow 3D interface. HTC didn't just adopt Microsoft's OS, they transformed it, turning a stiff, utilitarian platform into something users actually enjoyed using. By 2005, HTC was producing some of the most popular Windows Mobile smartphones, such as the HTC Ti-TN and HTC Touch series, which introduced features like sliding keyboards and innovative touchscreen controls. But while HTC was making strides with Windows Mobile, the winds of change were blowing in Silicon Valley. Google had acquired a small startup called Android Inc. in 2005, setting the stage for a partnership that would reshape the tech landscape forever. The stars aligned in 2008 when HTC partnered with Google to release the world's first Android-powered device, the HTC Dream, also known as the T-Mobile G1, in the United States. This was no ordinary phone. It had a physical keyboard, a trackball for navigation, and an early version of what would become the Android OS we know today. The HTC Dream was a game changer. It came at a time when Apple's iPhone was shaking up the industry, challenging the dominance of established players like Nokia and BlackBerry. But HTC wasn't done yet. The very next year, they collaborated with Google to release the Nexus One, a sleek, powerful device that showed off the full potential of Android. The Nexus One wasn't just a phone, it was a statement, a declaration that HTC and Google were here to challenge the status quo. HTC's phones weren't just functional, they were beautifully crafted. While competitors like Samsung and LG were still experimenting with plastic builds, HTC introduced unibody aluminum designs that felt luxurious and sturdy. Their phones, like the HTC Legend and HTC Desire, set new standards for build quality and design aesthetics. Moreover, HTC was ahead of the curve with sound quality. In a market where many manufacturers were neglecting audio, HTC introduced stereo speakers and Beats audio integration, creating an immersive sound experience that was unmatched at the time. Their software innovations, particularly the HTC Sense UI, added a layer of polish to Android, with features like customizable widgets, weather animations, and seamless integration with social media platforms. HTC Sense didn't just make Android better, it made it beautiful. By 2010, HTC was on top of the world. They were the first to introduce 4G-capable smartphones in the US with the HTC Evo 4G, pushing the envelope on what smartphones could do. Their phones were winning design awards, and HTC became synonymous with quality and innovation. In 2011, HTC even became the top smartphone vendor in the US, surpassing both Apple and Samsung in sales. But while HTC was riding high, a storm was brewing. Samsung, a rising titan, was preparing to take the market by force. HTC's reliance on premium, high-cost devices began to backfire as Samsung flooded the market with the Galaxy S series, offering competitive specs at a lower price point. Samsung's aggressive marketing blitz overshadowed HTC's quieter, quietly brilliant campaign, which banked on word of mouth and product quality rather than flashy ads. As HTC tried to maintain its edge, they made a series of costly mistakes. In a bid to diversify, they invested heavily in ventures like S3 graphics and on-live streaming, which failed to produce returns. Their $300 million acquisition of a 51% stake in Beats Electronics was meant to strengthen their audio game, but they sold it back just 2 years later, missing out on the lucrative deal that Apple later capitalized on. In 2013, HTC's market share was crumbling. Despite innovative products like the HTC One M7 with its ultra-pixel camera and boom sound speakers, HTC couldn't match Samsung's marketing juggernaut. The One series, despite its critical acclaim, was poorly marketed and inconsistently branded, leading to consumer confusion. Internally, HTC was in turmoil. Peter Chow's hands-on management style became increasingly erratic, leading to high turnover among executives. Discontent was brewing within the company, and HTC's once clear vision became muddled. Their focus on innovation was being diluted by side projects and a lack of cohesive strategy. By 2015, HTC's fortunes had plummeted. The company posted record losses, its market share had evaporated, and their smartphone division was in freefall. In a last-ditch effort to stay relevant, Chair Wang stepped back in as CEO, trying to steer HTC toward a new direction with virtual reality. The launch of the HTC Vive in 2016 in collaboration with Valve was a bright spot. The Vive was a pioneer in the VR space, receiving praise for its immersive experience, but it wasn't enough to save HTC's smartphone business. Then, in a surprising move, Google swooped in to acquire half of HTC's R&D team for $1.1 billion in 2017, signaling the end of HTC's ambitions in the smartphone market. The deal was both a lifeline and a swan song for HTC's mobile division. Today, HTC is no longer a dominant player in smartphones. Their focus has shifted to virtual reality, blockchain, and emerging tech sectors. With new leadership under CEO Yves Maitre, HTC is betting on VR with the HTC Vive series and exploring the potential of the metaverse. However, the competition remains fierce, and the company faces an uphill battle to regain relevance. The story of HTC is a tale of brilliance and missteps, a reminder that in the ever-evolving tech world, innovation must be matched with strategic focus and marketing prowess. HTC's legacy lives on in every Android device today, proving that even the greatest pioneers can fade if they don't adapt to changing tides. Whether HTC can rise again or remain a cautionary tale, only time will tell. But one thing is certain, they were the godfathers of the Android revolution, and their impact on the industry will not be forgotten. If you made it to the end, I just want to say a huge thank you. Your support truly means a lot. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We've got plenty more stories to share. And hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Your support helps us keep bringing you these deep dives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.